Before we get into our presentation, I do want to share a little bit about We the People of the Republic with you. If you noticed on your way in, we do have brochures available at the table, so if you haven't picked one of those up yet, please do. We know who we are. We don't need those brochures, okay? So take them. Take two if you've got a neighbor or a friend or a family member you think might be interested in being more involved in local political issues. Please take those brochures and give them away, because we want to get... We got to talk to us.
Speak a little louder, they can't hear you.
Right. Hello. We got the... All right. We got the sound guy, got everything fixed. That's fantastic. Excellent. Okay, so again, my name is Ross Brown, founder and president of We the People of the Republic. We are a 501c4 Dane County Tea Party organization. Just to let everybody know, we do meet on a regular basis. We meet on the second and fourth Tuesday of every month at Babe's Restaurant on Schrader Road on the west side of Madison. We focus on giving our members opportunities to get involved. Our mission statement is, We the People of the Republic exists in order to promote the U.S. Constitution, America's founding principles, and fiscal conservatism, to educate people about these topics, and to provide our members with opportunities to become empowered, active citizens. It's taken right out of our brochure. Again, pick up a brochure if you haven't already done so. We've organized many projects in the past, including Verify the Recall, iSaveWithAct10.com, and most recently, we've launched a new website focusing strictly on local Dane County issues, and municipal issues and school district-related issues at DaneWatch.com. So make sure to check that out, and we've got lots of opportunities to get involved there as well if you're so inclined. You can check out our website at DaneCountyTeaParty.org. You can join our mailing list there if you're interested in receiving regular updates about our upcoming events or different things that we've got going on. You can find our contact information there. So, getting into tonight's presentation midday. And in case anybody doesn't get that reference, that is, of course, the allotted time on 1310 WIBA for the Vicki McKenna Show. I always enjoy the show. I mean, if I'm, no matter what kind of day I'm having, if I'm having a great day, it's just like, it's icing on the cake. If I'm having a down day, it's like, oh, finally, it's time for Vicki. I can hear some common sense and just get recharged and keep up the fight. No matter what is being discussed, it's always a fantastic show. But there are two words that are my favorite two words to hear on the Vicki McKenna Show. And those words are Jim Troupis. When I hear the words Jim Troupis in reference to an upcoming, guest that's going to be on the Vicki McKenna Show, I know that I have to rearrange my schedule. Whatever it is that I'm doing, if it's going to be a half an hour long segment, whatever it is, I need to finagle my schedule in order to ensure that I can be sitting in front of my radio, stop everything that I'm doing, and just listen. Because Jim Troupis and Vicki McKenna going back and forth is just, it's literally music to my ears. It's an amazing thing. Before tonight, I knew Jim Troupis was a constitutional attorney. Certainly, we've worked with Jim some. In the past, as an organization, he was really a critical part of our efforts with Verify the Recall, so thank you for that, Jim. But additionally, I learned a little bit more about Jim's background tonight, some information to share with you. You might be interested in knowing about Jim Troupis. He graduated with honors from Northwestern Law School, where he was the editor-in-chief of the Journal of Northwestern. He clerked for Justice Howard Ryan of the Illinois Supreme Court, who is a nationally recognized conservative jurist, something he's very proud of. Additionally, one piece of trivia that I only learned recently that who knew, and I maybe there's an opportunity to pressure Jim in some different areas. We're getting head shakes, no, but Jim served as the mayor of Mendota, Illinois for a time period. Interesting. Maybe there's some opportunities in Dane County. The wife is shaking her head no. Okay. But Jim did move to Wisconsin in 1987, where he has since represented many of our elected officials in legal matters across the board. And as I mentioned, Jim has been a true friend of the Tea Party movement, not just of this organization, but of the movement of a whole, throughout the state of Wisconsin, just helping groups like ours find our way and sometimes work our way through some difficult, challenging legal matters. So we certainly appreciate everything that he does, not only for this organization, but for our movement as a whole. So thank you for that, Jim. When these two guys contacted us with People of the Republic and said, we've got a presentation that we're interested in giving about freedom, okay? Going back to this recognition that whenever I hear Jim Troupis and Vicki McKenna on the radio, I get all excited, okay? When they contacted us and said, we want to get together and have you guys host a presentation about freedom, they got our attention immediately, very quickly. The more I learned about what the presentation was going to be about, the more excited I became for tonight. I realized that even as an individual that takes pride in considering himself to be an educated voter and an educated citizen and understanding how government functions and what's important, I realized after hearing a little bit about this presentation that I still have a lot to learn about the idea of freedom. And so, as a result, here we are tonight, and here we all are tonight. There's got to be close to 300 people here. I mean, I don't know if do we have an official count? I don't know. But this is awesome, okay? So we've all got a lot to learn about the subject of freedom, but the great thing is that we're not just coming here for some boring lecture about freedom. We're going to have a lot of fun tonight as well. So the presentation, I understand, will last about an hour, after which point we'll have roughly 30 minutes for an organized question and answer session. So if you have questions, hold on to them, write them down if you need to, and we'll come around with a microphone afterwards and make sure that we get those questions asked during the Q&A session. But thank you again, everyone, for coming out tonight, and let's welcome Vicki McKenna and Jim Troupis to present the history and future of freedom.